Happy Halloween, everybody! Before we get into this video, I wanted to chime in here because I had a completely different plan for this video. We investigated 3 different haunted locations in the course of 3 days. And I had originally intended for the location that we had filmed last to be the first video that we release and also be featured as our Halloween special. This location is a big one, and it has been on our bucket list since we started this channel. But now, after having experienced everything that we have, and going through our footage from all 3 of our investigations, we truly believe that the spirits at the prior 2 locations were actually trying to warn us about the things that we experienced at this final location. So I thought it was important to release the videos in the order that we did investigate them, because they really do all tie in together at the end. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn that notification bell on, because you will not want to miss these next couple of videos that we have in store for you guys. So I'll leave it at that and enjoy this video. Cue the travel montage. We have arrived in Nevada. So now we are in the car on the road heading to Tonopah, Nevada, where we're going to be spending the night at the Mizpah Hotel. Really excited to check out some of these locations that have been on our investigation bucket list for a really long time now. So yeah, come along for the ride and we'll see you guys there. Originally opened in 1907, the Mizpah Hotel was one of the first luxury hotels in all of Nevada, serving as a social hub for the booming mining town. According to USA Today, it is considered the #1 most haunted hotel in the nation. The current owners of the hotel welcome the spirits and state that the ghosts delight in interacting with the guests. Some reports include the sound of children giggling and running up and down the halls late at night, guests' items being moved or disappearing, hearing disembodied voices, and seeing full-bodied apparitions. One of the most famous spirits that grace this hotel is the Lady in Red, Rose. She was murdered by a jealous ex-lover in the hallway outside of her room on the 5th floor. Many men visiting the Mizpah Hotel have reported hearing a woman's voice whispering sweet nothings in their ears, and many people have reported seeing the apparition of a woman in a red dress roaming the halls. No one is sure why she is wearing red. Maybe it was her favorite color, or maybe her dress is still stained in blood. There's a so-called curse that sits over Tonopah. It all started with the Tonopah Belmont mine fire. On February 23, 1911, the mine fire killed 17 miners who are now buried in the old Tonopah Cemetery, which lies right down the street from the hotel. With over 100 years of tragic Nevada history, the spirits that reside at the Mizpah Hotel have certainly made a reputation for themselves. Hi guys, if you're new here, my name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
And welcome to The Graveyard Shift.
I've never done that intro before.
We are at the Mizpah Hotel in the Lady in Red's room. The story with this room is it originally belonged to a woman named Rose. She was a sex worker or lady of the evening, and this was her room, and she is said to still haunt it to this day. The story goes, she had a client who wanted her all to himself. He wanted her to exclusively be his. She agreed. He went away for business but missed his train, so turned right back around and came back to the Mizpah Hotel to find her in bed with another man. Furious, he dragged her out of this room into the hallway, stabbed her right in front of this door, and dragged her to the opposite end of the hallway where he strangled her and killed her. They say if you pull up the carpet on this floor, you can still see the blood stains soaked into the wood panels. She's not very fond of women, especially if you wear red, because that is her color, as you can see. I hope she cuts me some slack tonight. Rose, I come with the utmost respect. I know this is your space. I just want to get to know you, communicate with you. Thank you for having us. Our tour guide who showed us to our room said that the last woman who stayed in this room had red hair and was attacked in the bathtub. Apparently she had the shower curtain wrap around her neck and she bolted out of this room. Already some strange things have started to happen. We had a very long trip. We had an early flight followed by a 3.5-hour car ride. So as soon as we got in and got our stuff settled, we took a quick power nap. Brandon got in the shower first and came out and was like, were you knocking before? And I said, no.
Yeah. I was in the shower and I just called out,
Oh, yeah.
Katie, like, cause I thought you were knocking on the door. I'm like, yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
And then I guess you heard me call your name.
Yeah, I heard you call me, but no, I was not knocking. And then Brandon took a nap, and then I hopped in the shower, and I thought I heard a woman say hello. And so I popped my head out, like listening, thinking it was Brandon, but he was already napping. So I was like,
And I'm not
okay.
a woman.
And you're not a woman. So I was like, okay, ignored that, and then proceeded to hear what sounded like a woman sobbing, like, like heavy hyperventilating, crying. And so I like shut the water off for a second because I thought maybe is it the water dripping, but then heard it maybe for like a little bit afterwards and then it stopped. So not sure what that was. And then, do you want to tell them about your dream?
Yeah, it was like a split second. I was asleep before you fell asleep, right?
Yeah, I was just about to hop into bed
Yeah.
when you said you had a dream.
And just like, it was almost like looking at a painting, but a moving painting. I guess kind of like Hogwarts. And it was kind of like that painting there, but she turned and then her eyes glowed red, which was kind of interesting.
And you think it was the lady in red?
So almost more, I wonder if it was like my impression of her, because it was like more like that painting over there. So it was like almost like if that painting came to life and then like turned to face me and like her eyes glowed red. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. It could be a danger.
I don't know.
Maybe I shouldn't have worn red. Maybe I messed up.
Yeah, you're wearing red, but she's a fan of the boys, so I don't know. You might be. You might be in luck tonight. But we are going to head downstairs for dinner, and then we're gonna come back here and investigate some of these rooms a little bit.
Catch ya on the flippity flip.
So this is where Rose was stabbed and then dragged to the other end of the hall right here in front of 502, where she was then strangled to death. So she's been seen walking this hallway very frequently and has been sighted in all of these rooms, especially ours. So we'll see if she wants to talk to us tonight. Let's go. So we are back in the lady in red's room, Rose's room. We're gonna see if she wants to chat with us tonight. She's really fond of the men, so we're gonna use Brandon as bait. I don't know, maybe she'll want to chat with you.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Lights on the bed too.
Lights went off?
Yeah, they went off.
Rose, if you are here with us, can you tap that bell twice for us? Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you like to be called Rose, or would you rather us call you Evelyn?
Do we want to say twice for yes, once for no?
Sure.
Would you like us to refer to you as Evelyn? If yes, please ring the bell twice. If no, please ring it once.
That REM pod is... I was about to say, it's blanking.
Would you like us to refer to you as
Rose.
Rose?
Can you hit that bell twice again if you prefer Rose? Okay, I turned this device on the bed. You can use it to select words to convey anything that you would like to say. Again, my name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
Thank you so much for letting us stay here. You have a beautiful room. We really appreciate you taking the time to communicate with us. Just to confirm that this is Rose, can you please tell us your name on this device? Thank you for confirming with the bell. The wind is crazy outside.
Yeah.
Would you like it if Brandon got in the bed with you? Object.
Object.
Or is it object?
Object, yeah, I thought that too.
Are you talking about one of our devices?
There is an object in the bed.
Did you hear a knock just now? Nicola. I can't tell with like the wind if it was like the wood or something. But I thought I heard like 2 Faint knocks. Thank you. Nicola. Is that the name of another lady of the evening? Or somebody who used to work here? Okay.
Is Nicola here with us right now?
Coffin.
Is that where she is?
Is Nicola buried nearby? I'm hearing knocking.
If that's you knocking, could you either touch the REM pod or our bell, just so we can know?
Sounded like it came from over like here. If that was you, can you knock back? Funny because I knocked 3 times.
Major.
That sounded like it was upstairs. But we're not the only ones in this hotel, so it could have been somebody above us. Oh, wait.
Yeah, we're at the top floor.
We're the top floor.
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized we're the top floor. Okay, so maybe not. Oh, light on the bed. Are you sitting on the bed? Can you light any of those lights up for us? They'll light up pretty colors. Nothing will hurt you.
I hate what I did.
I hate what I did. Who are we talking to? Can you tell us a little bit about what happened? We're not here to judge. We just want to understand more about you. We have a lot of respect for you and this place. So if you have anything that you want to get off your chest, please feel free to tell us. I don't know, do you want to try Estes?
Okay.
Maybe it would be easier if Brandon listened to the spirit box. Maybe that way we can hear your voice and understand more of what you're trying to tell us. Would that be okay? Did you hear those knocks?
No, I'm sorry, I haven't heard any of them, but...
Maybe we'll have an easier time talking to you, or an easier time hearing you.
Message.
Message, yes. Yeah, if there's anything that you want to say, we can communicate with you through the radio. Another thud. Did you feel that one? I felt that one on the floor.
I mean, the floor is creaky for sure. I've been feeling that.
Yeah, but that, again, sounded like it was above us. I don't know. Well, get comfy. Brand's coming in bed with you.
Alright, tell me when you're ready.
Ready. Somebody mentioned earlier that...
You can keep it that.
Oh, light. Oh, again. Somebody mentioned earlier that they did something that they're not proud of. Can you elaborate on that? What happened?
Turn it off.
Turn what off? The camera? Do you not like that we're filming? It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. Like I said earlier, we're not here to judge. We just want to understand your story.
I went.
You went where?
Many people.
Are you talking about the women who worked here? Are we talking to Rose?
I can hear.
You can hear us? We can hear you. You just have to speak very loudly and clearly, please.
I thought I might have heard your name, Katie.
Oh.
Oh, and then silence, which is weird because radios are never silent. It's deader.
Thank you for saying my name. Glad that we're on a first name basis now. I heard a tap over by the camera. Is there anything we can help you with?
Investigating.
Yep, we're just investigating. None of these devices can hurt you. It just lets us know that you're here. It helps us to communicate with you because sometimes...
And you're doing this.
Yeah.
Keep your fuel steady.
Okay. We'll take that advice. Is there anything that you want to say or let us know?
Your heart.
What about it?
Something goes away.
Ooh, all the lights just lit up. Are you sitting on the bed next to
At
Brandon?
a baseline.
I just heard a tap over in that corner of the room, too. What do we need to be wary of as we go through the hotel and investigate? Is there anything that we need to watch out for?
You want to.
Can you tell me a little bit about the man across the hall? He doesn't seem very nice.
And there?
Yeah, in room 501.
What? Like it said, what?
In room 501, there's the spirit of a gentleman that...
No.
No? You don't want to talk about him?
There's only one person in this room. Only one again. Different voice, different station. Only one.
Do you not see any other spirits? Oh, all the lights.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't seem very
Oh.
friendly.
A baby crying. I heard the sound of a baby crying.
Are there any children here? Or did you have any children?
It's the last. I couldn't tell.
The story goes that the man who murdered Rose also murdered a woman that's said to haunt the Goldfield Hotel.
You can stand to the...
He murdered her when he found out that she was pregnant and chained her up to a radiator and removed the baby from her, killing it and letting her bleed to death. Don't know if that is relevant.
It's nothing.
But I just thought it was interesting that he heard a baby crying. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened to you?
In the town of Tonopah.
Yeah. Can you tell us what happened here?
You know how I feel.
Yeah, I know the story.
He's an older something.
Are you talking about the man that hurt you?
You know me. People are learning about it now.
Yeah.
These days.
They come from all over to meet you, to talk to you and hear your story, and the story of this land, of this town. That's why we're here. Do you like it when people visit you?
In small doses.
Does it get overwhelming sometimes when a lot of people come and try to talk to you?
Contrary to evidence. Open your eyes.
You want to show us something? Can you use the lights again to show us that you're here?
It's crying. And mourn the loss.
Did somebody lose a baby? Or was a baby taken from
There's
them?
evidence of that.
Was it an accident? Or did something happen on purpose that caused somebody to lose their
Sure.
baby? Sure.
Maybe I'm sure.
I'm sure. Maybe it's talking about the woman over at Goldfield.
I've known.
You've known what?
It was never an accident.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Did you know that the man that did these terrible things to you did them to another woman?
But I was supposed to be the first one.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just processing everything that you told me.
Alone.
You're not alone. You have a lot of people here who love you and want to make sure that your legacy lives on, and they want justice for you.
I've got to him.
I don't know if he was ever brought to justice.
He in the earth suffers.
Is he gone now? He can't hurt anybody anymore? He's buried in the earth? He's been under there a while. I think I should take him out and give him a break.
There's part of it that I don't understand.
Well, I'm gonna give Brandon a break from the radio. Is there anything left that you would like to say to him before I take him out?
Oh, whispered. It was whispering something. It's my body.
Yeah. Preach, girl.
I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're free now. He doesn't have control over you. That man's gone. You're free to do as you please.
Because it's true. Like earnestly, because it's true.
Yeah.
And you're here.
Yeah. We're here. You have a lot of people who support you and care about you. I really hope that you can find peace now.
Man, I'm sweating.
Alright, I'm gonna take him out now.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I saw you were getting a little restless. I know you were under there for a really long time. But that was crazy.
Yeah?
I almost wanted to cry.
Oh no!
It was like really...
I'd love to watch it back.
So you remember like that the man who murdered Rose, same man who murdered the woman over at Goldfield, you said that you heard a baby crying. And then I was saying like, did somebody lose a baby? And you were like, it wasn't an accident. So I kept like asking questions about like, is this man? It's like, it was like, it's true. Like just, it's all connected.
Wow.
And like she was saying like, I was supposed to be the first one. I don't know what order they were killed in. If she was killed first and then Rose, or like vice versa. She was like, it was supposed to be me first.
Yeah, I remember saying that. There was like a point where I definitely started to feel different. Like,
Yeah.
Like you could probably see I probably leaned back a bit. In the
No, it was really, really intense, and it all happened when I started asking like, Can you tell us what happened to you? Like a little bit more about the situation. You were like, you know me, or you know about me, and I'm like, yeah, I know the story, but I just want to hear from you. And then you went on that whole thing.
That's just really sad.
Yeah.
Well, Rose, if you can hear us, man, I'm just so sorry for what happened to you.
I feel like I need a breather after that. All right. Well, we'll be back in a little bit. We're gonna go down, take a little refresh. Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we just came down into the conference room. Apparently there is a non-human entity that resides in this space. They think this entity is either linked to the one that dwells in the basement of the Mizpah Hotel across the street, or they may be the same entity. And they think that it likes to travel between the mirrors. And if you believe in portal theory, adjacent mirrors create a gateway that spirits and entities can travel through. So if we can figure out what's here, and see if we can get some answers. There are also children spirits that like to run up and down this hallway on the 3rd floor, and Siobhan warned us that this entity tends to lie and like to pretend that it's a kid when it's not. So we'll just keep that in mind. All right. If there's anybody here, we'd really love to communicate with you. We just want to understand who's here, get to the bottom of a couple of questions that I know some people have been asking. But we have a couple of devices here. We have the string lights, which you can interact with and make light up different colors. The bell, you can go ahead and just ding that. Thank you. And then our REM pod over there on the other table. You can go ahead, touch that. That'll light up different colors and make a bunch of different noises to communicate with us. Thank you. Are we speaking to the dark entity that likes to hang out in this space? I'm gonna turn on a spirit talker and see if maybe that can get things going. I don't know. I have another device that I'm turning on here that you can use to select words to convey anything that you would like to say. And maybe we can have a conversation. My name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
Can you tell us your name? Or what you like to be called? Agatha. It was Agatha all along. Sure, yeah. It said Agatha.
Now, just to confirm, Katie asked before if there was a dark entity in this room. Do you identify yourself as a dark entity? Is that how you see yourself? Could you ring the bell or touch one of our pods if that's true?
Thank you.
I'm so curious why.
Well, if they were never human.
Okay, how about that? If you were ever human, please ring the bell or touch the REM pod again. And if you were never human, could you please ring the bell or touch the REM pod again?
Thank you. Thank you for confirming that.
Are you something older? Something older than humans? Were you here before we were?
Do you reside here at the Mizpah only?
Move location, please.
Whoa.
That was right on. Thank you.
Wow.
Do you want us to move to
The Belvada?
the basement of the Belvada?
That was going to be the next question. Do you come between the Mizpah Hotel and the Belvada Hotel? Or do you also visit the Goldfield Hotel? Maybe through these mirrors? Thank you. Ooh.
I don't want to derail this, but I'm so curious about the dark, identifying as a dark entity. I'm confused because I really feel like humans, we always don't want to identify as evil or bad, and I think usually when people do, it's an adaptive trait of them usually posturing, maybe someone who was hurt, and they project themselves as being evil as though they're dangerous.
Is it more, not necessarily in terms of being an evil entity, but are you a very powerful entity and that's why people associate you with being darker?
The church.
Is that it? Is it more like in view of the church or Catholicism or Christianity, you would be labeled a dark entity. Is that what you mean? Maybe in like the traditional viewpoint of religion, I guess?
Or do you really want to hurt people? Do you really think you're a dark entity because you have malicious intent?
Don't tell people.
Don't tell people what? Ooh. Did you hear the running? Oh, there was running above us. I mean, there are other people staying in this hotel. One of the reports is that you can hear the children running up and down the hallways, giggling, and then nobody will be there.
I feel lost.
I feel like maybe it's trying to get sympathy from us, you know?
Sure.
I just want to be very cautious when
Yeah.
dealing with stuff like this. That's all.
No, of course. I am very curious, though. Don't want to derail this, but my worldview of like good and evil doesn't jive with an entity that's just evil. But maybe I'm mistaken, you know?
Well, you know, do you remember Jim from...
Mirrors.
Do you use the mirrors to travel from place to place? Do these mirrors create a portal so that you can come and go? But what I was going to say was Jim told a story about a spirit that he, I guess, encountered that wasn't malicious but nearly killed him because he was too powerful and didn't know his own strength. And I guess when he came in contact with this entity, the power was...
We fight the darkness.
I think this is setting off the string lights, so... So sometimes it's not necessarily as black and white as good and evil, but like really strong entities or energy. So like in that sense, maybe it's just too powerful or really powerful.
I could also
and they
see
don't-
the entity liking us saying that. I don't know that that's...
So maybe it's not a sense of good and evil, but at least it's just like it's a really strong energy and, you know, can affect people in maybe not so good ways, you know, whether that's with malicious intent or not. But I don't know. The story goes is that he's a trickster.
Yeah, and assuming he's
and a
being
liar.
honest. Yeah, that's,
So
yeah.
I don't think it's safe for us to assume that he's being honest.
I still don't know that we've gotten like a... I don't know that we've gotten an answer on what dark entity means. Is dark entity a literal term? Do you come from darkness and is that your realm?
She screams.
Do you like to scare people?
Are we talking to an actual person now? Or are we still talking to the entity we were talking to before?
I think it might have been a person all along. I think every dark entity might just be a person posturing.
I don't know.
Not to insult anyone, but that's what I think you are. I think you're a person, and I think you're trying to scare us a bit right now by saying some triggering words that seem fearful.
I guess it's what you believe, because if you believe that there is that energy that existed on this planet before we did too, can ring true. I don't know.
I almost feel like once we went down that path, it got quieter.
Well, yeah, I feel like we were being...
He will affect everyone.
Like, I felt like when we were saying things like, are you a dark entity? Are you ancient and powerful? It was like, ring, ring, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Then it was like, are you just a human and you're playing tricks? It got really quiet.
Maybe it doesn't like how direct we're being, or...
I don't know. If you can see into my truth at all, I genuinely just want to understand. If it was a dark entity, that's like some powerful ancient dark entity, I'd want to understand that. And if there aren't dark entities like that, and they're just people that posture, then I'd want to know that. I'm genuinely not trying to antagonize anyone.
Are we talking to somebody new now? Because it said he will affect everyone. Feels like it's talking about.
Are we talking to the same entity we've been talking to all along?
We just want to make sure we're still talking to
Yeah,
the same person.
Are we talking to anyone?
1.
So we've only been
So
talking to one.
to confirm, could you ring the bell or touch the REM pod? If we've only been talking to one person, we'll wait. We know you've used a lot of energy. Maybe you're just getting tired.
Listen upstairs.
Oh, we did hear running upstairs.
It did it early on. It did say go to a new location.
Are you not in this room right now? Are you somewhere else? If this is a portal, maybe they're not physically here, but maybe they're not in this room right now, but are able to communicate from a different location. Can you help us understand how the spirits at the Mizpah Hotel and the Belvada Hotel are linked.
I scare people.
Yes, do you like to just scare people? It seems like the energies are very similar. So are these entities linked? Are they related somehow? Is it the same spirit or entity? And what about Goldfield? Is Goldfield tied into the energy that's at the Mizpah Hotel and the Belvada? I honestly feel like whatever energy was here is gone.
It kind of felt like, and sorry if I fucked it up. It kind of felt like when I
got really direct and profound.
Yeah, well, just didn't believe it to be what it was pretending to be. I feel like that took a lot of power from it. I don't know. Or maybe I'm totally wrong and there are entities like that and it's just laughing at that. I know, Chuck, I think I moved.
No, I heard footsteps, but it could be somebody upstairs.
I understand what you say.
I think this is a person that's... You said you're not, but you could lie.
Can you be honest with us for a second? If you were once human, can you ring this bell twice, please, for yes? Or if you were never human, can you ring that bell again?
Okay.
All right.
All we can do is take you at your...
Twice.
Yeah. All we can do is take you at your word.
Well, thank you for being honest with us. Maybe it's just energy. Just energy that's always been here.
The consciousness. That would be incredible.
I mean, that's, what is the consciousness, you know? That's another conversation for another day. We would be here all night.
Mm-hmm.
Are you native to this land in Tonopah, Nevada?
That's a good question.
Are you native to Goldfield, to the land of Goldfield?
Bottom.
It could be the underworld.
Underground, yeah. Or were you conjured in Goldfield? Or were you conjured in Goldfield? Or were you conjured in Goldfield? It's kind of a weird noise that's making, huh? Thank you.
They've upset me.
You're asking too many questions.
I just want to understand.
Or maybe it's not talking about you. Maybe it's like
Sure.
did somebody do something to upset you and that's why you are so adamant to make your presence known now?
That could make sense. It's an old entity.
We'll say if it's native to the land and when people came and started to industrialize and dig up the land or anything like that, maybe it woke something up. Are you protecting something?
We.
Are there more of you? Are there several entities here? Maybe it just is a dark entity. And that's just how it identifies. Again, it doesn't have to be good or evil. Dark doesn't have to be evil.
Is there anything you want to tell us? Or anything we should know?
There's a shapeshifter.
Because they say that this entity that lingers in this room likes to pretend that it's a kid. Feels like it's either we're talking to somebody else or it's disassociating, or maybe we're talking to two people. Are there any other dark entities that we need to be wary of as we continue our investigation? Are we safe? Okay, thank you.
I don't know about you, but I've never felt unsafe in this room.
I just I don't want to take its word for.
No,
Keep the camera on.
Oh, it's on.
We're rolling.
Do you want to show us something? That sounded like it was in this room. Those 2 clicks. Can you make a loud sound somewhere in this room?
Also, that REM pod light has been
I don't know.
this
It's
whole time.
picking up EMF. I also thought I heard footsteps right here. Well, I think we're going to continue on to a different part of the hotel. Is there anything that you would like to say to us before we go?
There's many of us.
Good to know. Are there more spirits in this hotel than living people?
There's a lot
I've
of...
been watching you.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to communicate with us and for this conversation. It was really enlightening. There's many of us again.
There's many of us.
Okay. We're going to continue our investigation elsewhere, but you will remain in this room. You are not allowed to follow us. If we want to communicate with you, we will come back to this room and talk to you, but it will be on our terms, not yours. This is where we will end this conversation. Again, thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I like derailed that at all, but I just really had genuine questions.
Yeah,
And like,
it's okay.
there's something about like an entity saying, yeah, I'm a dark entity. And I'm like, what? Like, what does that mean? Like,
Is it just something that's beyond our comprehension? Like, I don't...
sure. And I could be open to that.
I really don't know. Another spirit that haunts this hotel, his name is Walter, and he was the first elevator attendant here on this side of the Mississippi. And he still tends this elevator to this day. His license is actually inside the elevator, and he takes all the guests to their floors. And sometimes, if he doesn't like them, he'll take them to a completely different floor, or won't let the doors open when they arrive on their floor. So hopefully Walter likes us and will get us to where we need to be, which is the basement. Hi, Walter. To the basement, please. Down we go. Okay, so now we're in the basement. This area was actually out front of the hotel, so this was open at one point. There was a barbershop down here, but this was also a working space for the ladies of the evening, including our lady in red, Rose. So they would have clients down here. They would gamble, and then they would spend their money on the women. Rose tends to hang out down here as well, so we'll see who we can interact with tonight. Well, if there's any spirits that would like to communicate with us tonight, we'd really love to hear from you. Can you let us know that you're here in some way? Rose, are you down here? Very quiet.
Lights just went.
They did just go off?
Yeah, the
Okay.
whole row.
Wow. I was gonna say it was quiet. Oh, hi, did you just come in? Oh, great. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's like, you're welcome. Oh, and EMF on the REM pod. You can get close to that red light. You can make it change colors. It'll make sound. Thank you.
Could you step away from that REM pod now, please?
Thank you. Can you come walk by this string of lights on the floor again and make them all light up? Are we talking to a man? Or are we talking to a woman? Okay. Did you used to work here? Okay. Thank you. So somebody that we have not talked to yet. Okay. Well, it's lovely to meet you. My name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
Thank you for taking the time to communicate with us. Oh, wait. Well, I have another device here. You might have seen it before.
Lights went.
Yeah. Yeah, just come on over here. You can use this device in my hand to select words to communicate with us, and maybe you can tell us your name. Oh. Thought I heard somebody say here. Oh. Oh.
Please hear my voice.
I thought I just heard somebody say something. Was that you? Did you just say something? I thought I heard somebody speak. Yeah, I heard you. It's really hard for us to hear you sometimes. And I know it takes a lot of energy, but that's why these devices are helpful, because then we can actually see you and try to have a conversation. Sometimes we can hear you with our ears, but you just have to speak really, really loudly and clearly. Can you tell us your name with this device over on the table here? Ooh.
That's not it.
That was a lot.
Book.
Is there a book down here? Let's see. Oh, there is a book, I think, on that desk over there. Oh. Are you talking about the book over by the mirror in the other room? Can you tell us a little bit about the book or its significance?
Good.
It's a good read. I'll go take a look. Let me see what the book title is.
Could you step away from that, please? Thank you so much.
There's a couple of books.
Attractive.
Attractive. Who are you talking about? Can you ring the bell if you're talking about Brandon? Can you ring the bell if you're talking about me? Shucks.
She is really pretty.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave.
Oh, okay. Nice talking to you then. There were several books actually on that desk. It's like the story of Miss Abigail, the cat who could read, or something like that.
I'm 10 years old.
Oh, so I guess you didn't work here?
God, I hope not.
God, I hope not. There was just like a tap over there.
Please don't go now.
Oh, we weren't. I thought. Oh, so much. We're not going anywhere. We like talking with you.
Is your name Abigail? Is that why you said the book?
It's a little girl on the cover of the book.
Hmm.
It's like a picture of a little girl. Can you tap that bell twice for us, if that's your name, Abigail?
Here.
Huh. Thank you.
Wow. I was almost like,
Wow.
could you tap that bell? Yeah, here.
Yeah. Well, so nice to meet you, Abigail. That was a clever way of telling us your name. Did you grow up here in Tonopah?
Mental.
There's a bang.
Lights just went. Did your mom work here? Did your dad work here?
Or did you come here from some... Oh. Or did you come here from some... Oh. Or did you come here from some... Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you confirm, did your dad work here or come here for business? Okay. Yikes.
Yeah, I almost feel like her dad came here, but maybe it wasn't like employed.
Well, they came to gamble too. This
Yeah.
was also a bank.
Yeah.
Like, could have been...
Or
for
minor.
complete-
Those are mine.
Or minors, yeah. Could have been just completely innocent business endeavors. Why do you hang around here? Do you just like this hotel? Do you have fond memories here?
Settlement.
Maybe you were here before this was even the hotel, and this was just a settlement. Abigail, if you're still here, could you please ring that bell?
I'm in my 60s.
Oh, no, not 10-year-old girl anymore. All right, so we're talking to somebody new?
Kind of does feel that way.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you now. So funny, it feels like one came in, said, okay, I'm leaving now, walked out, little girl came in,
Spirit.
bye, and now a new person walked in. Wow, nice to meet you. Can you tell us your name? Leonard.
Leonard.
Nice to meet you, Leonard. You asked for a name, I've got a name. Huh. Did you used to work here? Oh, these have all been intelligent.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you work in the mines? Okay, wow. Were you here during the Belmont fire? Oh. Did you pass away in the fire in the mines? Well, he said he's in his 60s actually, so just to
I think-
confirm, did you pass away in the Belmont fire?
Passage.
Okay, so that's a yes. Well, I'm so sorry. Thank you for all the work that you did. I'm so sorry that that happened. Hmm. They also said that down here there were still tunnels that connected to the Mizpah mines and everything like that. They've been filled up now, but they say that spirits still come through those tunnels sometimes. Is that what you're talking about, Passage? Did you come through one of those tunnels?
Hour.
Okay.
We're still talking to Leonard?
Pearl.
Pearl. Rose used to wear pearls, and they say that she leaves pearls like lying around for people that she likes. So I wonder if that's like a message from Rose. Rose, are you down here?
If you are, could you either step by the REM pod or the bell?
Thank you. Oh. It's almost like they're walking to the bell and backward.
I feel like we got a lot of different
So many
answers
different
coming
people
through.
coming through. Oh my gosh, yeah. But if this was like kind of like the barber shop where people came to gamble, you know, hook up. It's almost like it's a constant like revolving door of people, like it kind of would have been when this was up and running. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much to everybody.
Nice to meet you.
It was so nice to
meet you
talk
too.
to you guys too. Thank you so much. It was so lovely meeting you. But yeah, we're gonna move on to a different part of the basement now, so you're welcome to join us. Thank you. We're gonna collect our things, but yeah, you're welcome to come continue these conversations elsewhere. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. When this was a bank, this was used as the vault to store all the money. They fortified it on each wall and the ceiling, but left the ground as is dirt, which is astounding to me to leave that the way it is in a town full of miners. The story here is that 3 miners decided to rob the bank one day. They dug a tunnel all the way up through the bottom of the vault and took every cent. One of the miners became a little too greedy and decided to betray the other 2. So he shot them dead right here where we're standing, and then took every dollar for himself and got away with it. So nobody knows where that money is today. Nobody knows where he ended up. He completely got away with it. If there's anybody here with us, so I already see you interacting with the bell. Okay. I'm gonna turn on another device for us, and maybe we can hear your voice, or actually, sounds like you wanna say something. So I am going to turn on a device on my phone that you can use to select words and hopefully have a conversation with us. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Can you tell us your name? My name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
Are you one of the miners that robbed the bank? Can you ding that bell twice for me for yes?
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for that. You're welcome. I'm so sorry for what happened to you. I feel like he's trying to say something. Were you one of the miners that was betrayed here? Can you hit that bell twice for yes? Are you the miner that betrayed the other 2? Just to confirm, can you hit that bell twice really fast? Ding ding, if you are the miner that betrayed the other 2 and got away with the money. We're really not here to judge. We just want to understand the story and how everything unfolded. Okay.
It's almost like he was hesitating.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that.
Trust the woman.
Trust the woman. Do you know Rose? Oh.
Beware of the man.
Is the man down here in the basement? Can you tap that bell for yes twice if the man resides here in the basement? Or is this man that you're talking about, is he upstairs On the third floor? Can you tap that bell twice if he's on the third floor? Thank you. Okay, so you're talking about the entity in the conference room, is that correct?
Might not know it as a conference room.
True. Can you tell us why you betrayed your peers, coworkers, accomplices?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Why did you betray them then? Was it just because you wanted all of the money to yourself? Or was it because you were afraid that they would sell you out?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Can you use this device in my hand to tell me your name? We introduced ourselves. It would be really nice to know how to address you.
Energy.
Does it take a lot of energy to communicate this way? Is there any easier way for us to communicate with you?
Do we think one ring is like a no, or?
That's what I'm kind of getting. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for being so communicative with us. Do you regret what you did?
Did you share the money with anyone? Did you have a family that you shared it with?
So just to confirm, you didn't share the money with anybody?
Ring twice for yes, you did not share it.
Okay.
Little boy around you.
I wonder if it's the kids in the
Yeah.
cooler.
Should we go talk to the kids in the cellar? Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for communicating. We really appreciate your time. So sorry for how all of this unfolded. To the spirits of the other 2 miners that were killed here, I hope you can find some peace.
Thank you for communicating with us.
Can you ring that bell again twice for us before we go?
Is he being sassy and saying no?
He said no. Alright, you've wasted enough of your energy talking to us, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. This was the cooler. It was originally used as a fridge, but the story with this space is that another one of the ladies of the evening had 2 children, and she didn't have the child support to take care of them while she was at work. So while she was with her clients, she thought it would be a good idea to hide them in here while she was with them. And again, this was supposed to be the fridge, so it was very cold, and once this door was shut, it was sealed airtight, so they did eventually perish in here. There's no concrete evidence to prove that that story is true, but that is the allegation in this space, and they tend to get a lot of activity with kids in here, so.
Ready to get shut in?
I guess so. Lock me in here. Bye. Okay. Got the REM pod set up. Nice little spooky mirror behind me. And I'm gonna turn on necrophonic to see if we can hear anybody's voices tonight. This REM pod's already blinking. I think it's sensing EMF. Well, if there are any spirits in here, I welcome you to come communicate with us. You can let your presence be known in any way. Thank you. I have this device that I'm going to set up right here, and maybe we can hear your voice. My name's Katie. Can you tell us your name? It smells really bad in here. I feel like I keep hearing kids' voices. Are there children in here? Sisters? Are you sisters? I just want to get to know you, and I want to know if this terrible story of these kids getting locked in here is true. That's so terrible. Thank you. Girl. The like shadow something? Like there's a shadow, or is there a shadow? Is it true what happened here? About the kids getting locked in this room? In here? Kids. Curse? Is the Mizpah cursed? Because of all the tragedy that happened in this area? I don't know what that said. I couldn't make it out, but it was clear. Can he hear me? My decision? I also thought I just... That was a weird noise. I thought I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. Like a black something in like this corner of the mirror. It was like a quick flash, so it could have been my eyes playing a trick on me. That was a slow sentence. Is there anything special about this mirror behind me? Hidden. Maybe. Was it an accident what happened in here? I thought I just heard like scratching. I heard like scratching like here and then like behind the camera a little bit. Can you tell me your name? What is happening? I just heard a scratch now over here and then there's a big thud. I didn't like that. Oh my god. Alright, I think I want to get out of here. Hi. Were you, like, did you bang on anything or, like,
No.
Scratch on anything?
No.
I heard scratching, like, on this wall over here, and then, like, a big bang, like, almost, like, right here.
No.
Oh, and then the REM pod just went off and scared me. I think I've had enough of this room. But, did you hear anything while you were out there?
No.
Yeah, it sounded like, right, like over here.
Yeah, I was like over that way.
Yeah, so nowhere where I heard the sounds. That was like all on this side, you were on that side. Alright, well, thank you, you guys, for communicating with me. I hope you know that you're not trapped here. You can leave this space. You can leave this space. You can leave this space. I hope you can find some peace and move on. I'm so sorry for what happened to you guys. Thank you. Thank you for communicating with us, and I hope you have a good night.